Two things. If you watched DC Fandome, what was one thing that you were excited to see or hear that actually lived up to the expectation? That is my question for you. If you are in the live stream right now, or if you are watching this back on the replay, let me know down in the comment section. What is one thing that lived up to the expectation that you had? And then ahead, we're going to be giving away this book right here. That is The Hobbit, to one lucky subscriber who commented on the spec video that was released a few days ago. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. Now, you may have noticed, if you are in the live stream, that we were like 1 minute and some change late. There is a reason for it. Sometimes we actually have some technical difficulties over here. People always like, well, why do you play that intro thing with the countdown? Because stuff goes wrong. That's why we do it, and it's in those moments that I try to resolve and correct this stuff that goes wrong, either with the audio or the video, or in the case of what happened tonight, there was no internet. For some strange reason, I had to do some stuff. So anyway, we are going to spend some time talking about DC Fandome 2021. I do believe that this is the second annual Fandome that has been done. Is it Fandom or Fandome? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I was watching The Rock. He said it one way. I've heard other people pronounce it. I don't know which way it is. So we are going to just use them interchangeably. But I was actually thinking about live streaming for this 4-hour event that happens. And my schedule just does not cooperate with that amount of time. So I did not do it, but we are going to spend some time tonight talking about DC Fandome. But before I get to that, or the giveaway of this Hobbit book that was sent over by my buddy Doug, shout out to Test for Echo for the super chat. Definitely appreciate that. What is it? Hello, Pete. Half a world away. Definitely appreciate the super chat, my friend. Thank you very much. I want to acknowledge it because it will go away. Richard raises a good point. He raises a very, very valid point. He's like, whatever The Rock says, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, that is the law. Fandome it is, if I'm remembering correctly. My Canadian brother, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. All right, so a couple of people are commenting here. I will scroll back to try to see what it is that you guys were excited about that actually lived up to the expectation, or you can copy and get ready to paste it back when I talk about that topic. But let me give you guys a rundown of some of the content that is going to be coming out from the channel this week, if I have my weeks correct. All right, so one of the question is, what should you do when you have some hot comic book keys? If they are hot keys in your hand, do you go ahead and sell them? That is one of the videos that I'm going to be releasing this week. I'm also going to be releasing a CGC unboxing. There are some Star Wars books, and I think some other stuff in this video, but it will be a CGC unboxing. And then I'm also going to release a video this week that is going to explain why Superman is bisexual. That is a hot topic. That is a hot topic out there in the world, and I am going to spend some time in this video explaining why Superman is bisexual. So those are the three recorded videos, pre-recorded videos that are going to be released this week. We're also going to do Comics Today. And in this Comics Today, we are going to, the one that's on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will announce the winner of the short box giveaway. This is actually a $100 credit that you can win to purchase something on Shortbox. We will be announcing the winner for that. The giveaways that I'm doing right now are all giveaways that are based upon you commenting something substantive on a video. That is actually how you enter. It is relatively straightforward. I do a random thing and pick a winner. So in addition to those things, we're also going to be releasing a podcast on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and a blog post from my man Doug. It is Spec Comics. This is part 2. Part 1 was last week. Part 2 is this week. His blog post will be released on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will tell you that if you are missing out on these blog posts, you are missing out on opportunities. I will tell you that. There was a book that we alerted folks to many months ago that has gone up 300% in the time since we first announced it. A lot of the content that we are releasing either in these blog posts and or in the spec videos that come out are finding their ways into apps, into other YouTubers' videos in which they're talking about the hot spec, like the Storm book has come up. We talked about that. I think the Indiana Jones has also come up as of late. I find it very interesting. I find it very interesting. But shout out to Doug for doing some big things with going deep in these blue ocean books, which actually brings me to the giveaway right now. This is a book that Doug donated to the channel that is now going to be given away right now. This is The Hobbit. I did a random drawing on the 3 spec video. There was a 3 Blue Ocean spec comics video that was released a few days ago. I randomly selected a comment from that video, and this one happened to be positive. This one it just so happened to be positive. Let me see if I can actually find. Here it is, that one right there. And Daryl is the winner. You can see here, he says, I really enjoy these deep blue videos. And you can see that only 58 people actually commented. So he had a very good shot at winning this one. Mind you, there were like 1,100 or 1,200 views on this video as of just a few days ago. And 58 people actually entered. So shout out to Daryl. Daryl, when you have a moment, send me an email to reggie@reggiecollects.com, and I will bundle this Hobbit book up and send it out to you. Lickety split. That is a technical term. Shout out to Daryl. Shout out to Doug for putting together these videos. All right, so let me go real quick. Let me see. Reggie, I love your. Oh no, I inserted the love. I inserted the love right there. Reggie, I love your review. No, he says your review of Black Adam lived up to the expectation. I like that. I do like that. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, or Mark is talking about, I actually did a Black Adam reaction video. I did a Black Adam reaction video, and I did a Flash reaction video that are now caught up in the Warner Brothers legal system. So these videos are out there, and at some point, at some point you guys will get a chance to check those out. What is it? Sheldon says, The Batman. He says, low expectations, but extremely impressed. Black Adam that looks amazing. Cannot wait. I was going to do one on Batman, but I did not want to have all those copyright things in limbo out there. So let me scroll through the comments here real quick. I'm trying to scroll through. It was hey, that Black Adam trailer was dope. I'm sorry. That thing was amazing. What is that? Almighty Liger King says I forgot to look at the Black Adam trailer. Just watch the video that is linked in the description of this live stream. And you, sir, can actually see that Black Adam, no padding. No. If you saw The Rock's Face Off video. So I don't know if you guys know this, but The Rock just released a song. It's called Face Off. And it's like the #1 song in the country, I'm guessing for streaming or something like that, because people don't buy albums anymore. But what you saw in that, he was wearing a tank top. This dude is like all kinds of jacked. I don't know. He's like, 270 pounds. I don't know, something massive. But to pretty fly for a Filipinos guy's comment here, there's no need to pad that suit. They might need to slim him down a little bit, because if you guys remember, Black Adam in the comics was a little more svelte. He's a little more svelte than is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. What is that? Shazam and Black Adam are definitely the best in DC right now. Jason, you may have to take the Shazam out of that, brother. You may have to take the Shazam out of that, because The Rock has made a declaration. He has basically made a declaration, and he has taken aim at what he perceives to be the strongest person in the DC universe. He has taken aim at that person, and it's not Shazam. I'm going to tell you that right now, but he is declaring that he now wears the crown. He declares that he wears the crown. And here you go. Here's the tweet from Dwayne. It says, remember, Superman's greatest weakness isn't kryptonite, it's magic. Black Adam's greatest superpower is magic. They both fly at light speed. They both are unstoppable forces, but only one will kill the other, and we know who that is. Hashtag Black Adam with the lightning bolt. So this was in response to someone that tweeted to Rock, and it basically says, it looks like Superman might be the only one able to stop Black Adam. Nasty stuff. Looks great. This was basically this guy FICO score, commenting about I guess the trailer that was released, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson put FICO score in its proper place by declaring that Black Adam is indeed the man. So it's going to be really interesting how this movie comes out. As I've mentioned in my reaction video, which is linked in the description, I was concerned about this movie, not because of The Rock, his acting, or any of that other kind of stuff. It was more like Black Adam is a serious character. The Shazam movies were kind of bubblegum, and I enjoyed them. I enjoyed them for what they were, which is, in my opinion, a little bit of a kid's movie, right? Appealing to younger folks. Black Adam is not a child's movie. It's not a child's movie in any way, shape, or form. If you haven't seen the trailer, I encourage you. I encourage you to check it out. Let me see. Scrolling through, The Rock is cool, but Pierce, man, 007 as Dr. Fate. Sign me up. Sign me up for it. I'm ready. I am ready for this movie. I might get near a theater. I might make it near a movie theater to actually wait and see this. What does that says? Wait until we see Dr. Fate. No, you mean Dr. Fate in his uniform, in his donned in his accoutrement. But Pierce Brosnan with the pompadour. He had the pompadour. He had the high pompadour. He was looking good. Pierce Brosnan, 007 was ready, man. He did part of the intro leading in to The Rock, then doing his thing, which led into the trailer. So Dr. Fate needed only provide a spell on Superman to make him impervious to magic. The Rock is done. See, here's a man. Here's a man that is a huge fan of Superman and DC Comics. It's all about The Rock now, my friend Joe. It's all about The Rock. Phil, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you. The big question at hand, and I'm going to the chat right now, is if you saw some stuff associated with DC Fandome that you were excited about that actually lived up to the expectation, what was that thing? Declare it now. Let me know. What is that? Funny thing is, I think Pierce Brosnan would make a great Alfred. I feel like Alfred needs, I don't know. You could be right. The accent, the confidence, if you will, the swagger. I feel like it's too much for Alfred, but you could be right. You could be right. I'm going to defer, sir. I'm going to defer to your judgment. Milt says, I can't wait for the movie. I'm going to assume you're talking about Black Adam. And I would concur with that. I would concur. Cool back wall, my brother. So if you guys don't know, if you guys aren't paying attention, I changed out the wall. I changed out the wall back there. That is the Halloween wall that was displayed not that long ago. I think I did a dedicated video for Patreon, and Patreon were the first people to kind of see the holiday wall. But we have some xenomorphs back there. We have Nice House on the Lake, some Ghost Rider, some Walking Dead, some Bunny Mask, Philadelphia, Vampire State Building, Red Mother, Noctera, some DC stuff, the Me You Love in the Dark. I mean, that is some what is DC? I mean, there are at least 3 DC books on that back wall. I'm telling you, folks should be pumped. Brandon says the Batman trailer was really good. Carrie picked up the DC NFTs. That's what's up. I think Joe picked up his as well. Squirrel Madness is saying the things that he was most excited about that lived up to the expectation were Black Adam and Flash, the 2 things that I actually did movie reviews on or trailer reactions to, both of which are linked in the description. The Flash thing was interesting. The Flash thing was interesting. I'm going to set aside the choker. I'm going to set the choker aside, and I'm going to focus on what we saw in that trailer, in that sneak peek. The sneak peek was dope. The sneak peek was dope. The voiceover by Michael Keaton, dope. He is my Batman. Okay, let's be super clear. Let's be super clear about that already. And yes, my reviews are amazing. I wanted to do a whole thing, man. I wanted to do a whole DC fandom type of live stream, but here's what happened. I wanted to do it, but then I had to do some stuff for the wife. We had soccer. And what's crazy is that I show up at the soccer match, right? My boy is goalie. He plays goalie. He plays pretty well at goalie, right? So I'm walking over to the sideline to make sure his goalie gloves are in his bag. Coach makes eye contact with me. He says, Reggie, I need you. I said, okay, what you need, Coach Rob? He says, the ref didn't show up. I need you to go in at ref. I said, I got you, but I don't know any of the rules of soccer. I know I sit on the sideline. I know I yell. I know I talk a lot, but I don't know any of the rules. So I ended up being ref. I refed one half of the field. Somebody's grandfather, who was actually a ref, showed up at the game. He refed the other side, and I'm having fun. I'm out there doing my thing. Almost got kicked a couple of times with the ball. I'm talking to the parents. I'm cracking jokes. We had a good time. It was like a cardio session. I was dripping sweat, let me tell you. So I did not get to Fandome. I didn't get to it until a little bit later. I also loved the updated Black Manta costume in Aquaman 2. I missed that. I did not see that. I dig the Black Manta character, right? One of the great things about these movies, and I've said it to you before, these movies compel me to go to the source material and read some of the actual source material because I enjoy it. I went and read a bunch of the Black Manta stuff. It's a dope character. He is a dope character. I enjoy him. I enjoyed him in Aquaman. I can't wait to see the next Aquaman movie because I thought the first one was incredible. I really did. DC does have some good movies, and they don't always get the respect that they do. The DC movies are enjoyable. I will tell you that. Not all of them. I still have not gotten through Joker. That was too dark for me. Hurt my heart. Couldn't watch that stuff. Mental illness. I don't do well with that. Could not do it. Aquaman stealth suit to break. There you go. Break him out of prison. There you go. Scrolling through. I had to ref a soccer game one time. I totally did not enjoy that, but I know the rules of soccer still. Brother, I was cracking jokes the whole time. Somebody's parent was sitting there in the chair, right? And the ball goes out. I don't know, side out or something, like goes out. And he kind of sticks his hand out. So I'm like, brother, you couldn't reach a little bit more, stop the ball from going to extra like 15 feet, you know? And he was like, what you want me to do? Fall out the chair? I'm like, you got to do something, you know? But we had a good time. We really did. Joker, Carrie says Joker is the best DC movie ever made. I am going to have to defer to your exquisite judgment on that one, Carrie, because I don't do mental illness in any way, shape, or form. I tried to watch that movie. It made me uncomfortable. I once had to go to a psychiatric office one time to deliver some Nexium. Back when I sold Nexium, I never went to another psychiatric office again. It's just not my jam. I struggle with that. I struggle with that one. So scrolling through the comments here, I signed the kids up for soccer and that's where you made your mistake. They tried to get me. They were sending out all these messages. If we don't get more volunteer coaches, we're gonna have to start cutting kids. I looked at my wife. I said, okay, well, how early did you sign up? She was like, we signed up pretty early. I was like, hey, that's somebody else's fault now because they cut from the end. Peacemaker looks fun. Says climbing comment. I will tell you, Eagly is dope. Eagly is going to steal the show from John Cena. That is all that I'm gonna say to you. No, Peacemaker. I am excited about some Peacemaker. I am excited about it. You guys are awesome. Scrolling through some of the comments here. It is now. Carrie, you got to drop one of those G's, Carrie. Just one G, just single G. Okay, just a single G. Milt, I have no clue what you're talking about. Is this sports? Is that what that is? I'm teasing. I know who the Cowboys and Patriots are. All right, so DC Fandome was incredible. It sounds like a lot of people actually tuned in or at least caught some of the replay stuff. So one of the things that jumped out at me, and I'm actually going to rip through a few things related to fandom. One of those things that I am pretty pleased about that no one has mentioned as of yet, unless I missed it, is the fact that Titans is coming back. Titans has been renewed for a fourth season. I am excited. I love some Titans. I love this show. I enjoy it. I don't know all of the lore and the history associated with the Titans. I have about 12 bins full of Titans. Let me tell you that. I have read some of it, but I enjoy this show. I like where things are going right now. Some people that died, I don't want to give it away. Some people that were like away and or died are now back. I mean, I am excited for what they might do next season. And again, DC is on a little bit of a roll, in my opinion, especially as it relates to things like the Titans. I am glad that they are renewing it for another season. My hope is that season 4 will be as incredible as the last couple of seasons have been, and that we can keep this thing moving forward. But the other thing that they did is they actually gave us a finale clip. They released a finale clip that I would love to play for you guys. I would love to play for you guys right now, but I already have 2 videos that are actually tied up in the legal system with Warner Brothers, so we are not going to tie up yet a 3rd video. But this clip, I don't know if it was supposed to be funny. I thought it was a little humorous. There's a whole scene where like Beast Boy and Tim Drake and Nightwing are going back and forth about cutting a cable and hooking it up to the Wi-Fi or the router and all this stuff. I mean, I thought it was a little humorous, but I am excited about this thing. But it's like DC Fandome had a number of anticipated reveals across the realms of movies, TV shows, gaming, and comics. There was a lot to take in. But if you were thinking HBO Max's Titans was going to be left out of the party, you were mistaken. HBO had 2 surprises for Titan fans, starting with the first look at the season 3 finale, which airs on Tuesday, October 21st. That is in a couple of days. I am super pumped about that. They also revealed that Titans has been renewed for a 4th season. So get the party hats out and rejoice. So I don't know about the party hats, but I am excited about Tim Drake. I kind of like this guy. I kind of like the Tim Drake character. I like how he's coming on the scene. They're developing him. They're involving him. I am excited to see what might happen with him in season 4 and season 5. So I'm kind of pumped about this. Let me go to the chat real quick to see if you guys are as excited as I am. Why do we? it has. If it weren't shiny, it probably wouldn't be as funny. But here's the thing. The dude has on a shiny helmet, white pants, and a red shirt. I mean, the whole outfit is like over the top, right? The whole thing is over the top, but you gotta love him. You gotta love him. And the way that John Cena delivers those lines is just, it really is incredible. I love the Joker film, one of the best DC films. They could have capitalized on it. Then they dropped Wonder. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that one in a second. We're gonna talk about that. See, there we go, Joe. It appears that Joe is as excited as I am about Titans season 4. He has a total of 4 exclamation marks, 1 for each season. That's how excited he is. Scroll. Ooh, I love the vigilante. Ooh. Squirrel Madness. Ooh, I love the vigilante, but we have to get used to him being funny. What he's talking about is that we get a look at the vigilante, who, and I actually have several appearances of when the Peacemaker and vigilante actually met up in comics. I am actually excited about this character. I think I probably have a healthy portion of the vigilante run in the 100K collection, and I've read some of them. So definitely excited about that one. Ed seems to be on my side. He says Joker makes me uncomfortable. I don't want it to be close to real life issues. Keep it comic fantasy based. And I'm with you, brother. I'm with you, but a lot of folks loved this movie. A lot of people love this movie. And, you're going to hear me make this statement in a video later this week. sometimes things aren't for everybody. Sometimes you just have to let something get by you, because the Joker movie, as great as it was, as many awards as it has won, it's just not my kind of movie. It makes me uncomfortable, but that's actually okay. I think that that is actually okay, because we have the vigilante. We have the vigilante, and we have John Cena as Peacemaker. So we can enjoy equally and all that good stuff in all his glory. With Hawkman, did you guys see Hawkman and Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate? Definitely some cool stuff. Scrolling down, Doug says Peacemaker, Vigilante, Titans crossover. Those tones. You're, those are like same universe, I guess, but those are some, talk about some genre bending. That would be a tough, corner to go around. I'm excited to see Rosario Dawson on DMZ. I don't know about that one, Climbing Comics. You got me beat on that one. I missed that one, brother. Let me see. Carrie's in here going in, talking, defending. I like it. I like when people defend themselves. I respect it. I really do respect it. Joe says, the Joker's real life origin story, none of this falling into it. He's like, no, he's not falling into a chemical vat and losing his mind. He actually has some real life emotional issues. So I feel you, Joe. I feel you. Joe and Carrie are going hard in the paint defending Joker. And again, I do respect it. As much as I joke about it, I do respect that people have their points of views and are prepared to defend them and articulate why they like what they like. I dig that. I dig it. Bro, don't, unless don't just don't. There you go. Milt is looking forward to more Peacemaker. The way that he delivers those lines are just, I find John Cena's delivery and the writing on this movie, just from the stuff that we've seen, to be just incredibly fantastic. I think it's fantastic. I think James Gunn is an incredibly talented guy, and my hope is that, like with Titans, if Peacemaker is a good show, then potentially we will get a couple of more seasons of this stuff. So no, I have not. No, I have not. I struggle. I struggle with cartoons. I really do struggle with cartoons. And here's the thing. I know where my limits and parameters are, and I am not shy about sharing them with people, but I'm also not shy about pushing those boundaries, right? The thing is, could I watch one of these cartoons? Yes. Am I waiting for there to be nothing else on TV for me to watch in order for me to watch these cartoons? Yes, that is what that is what I am waiting for there to be no other choice but for me to watch a DC cartoon. I know people love the DC cartoons. I just cannot bring myself. I cannot bring myself to watch it. Scrolling through, Carrie, what crossover would you want to see? Let me ask you that, Carrie. Which crossover would you want to see? What is that? Comic Journey says the Joker movie was pretty decent. There you go. Just looked at it like a elsewhere story, says Comic Journey. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. No, I think, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I think he did all of them. He wrote all of them, and I thought he directed all of them except for two. I think that that's the case. I think that that's what I remember. But please, Alan, correct me if I'm wrong on that. Scrolling through, what is it? I didn't think Cena would be a good choice, but he's dope. He is doing a good job. I don't know if I want to see him dancing in his white tighties. I don't know if I want to see that. That is not my jam. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Scrolling through some of the comments, elsewhere should be a huge focus. I.e., what if? Says Carrie. Carrie is on fire tonight. Carrie is on fire. Woo, digging the Dan. No, we are not talking about Marvel right now. We are only focused. Yeah, but thank you, brother. I definitely appreciate that. I just put, never mind. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. That's coming up. Stay tuned for that one. Stay tuned. All right. So, what is that? You're right. Gunn wrote all and directed 5. There we go. I thought that was right. I want to say that there were, is there 8 episodes? There were at least a couple that he did not direct. And sometimes I get my facts wrong. So you guys got to keep me honest on this stuff. So much stuff. And I'm shooting from the hip sometimes. So I do sometimes forget some of this stuff. No, I probably will not. I'm going to just be honest with you, Kimball. It's a cartoon, brother. I don't really do cartoons, Kimball. I will try when there's nothing else on TV. I will delve deep. Dive deep? I think it's dive. I think I will dive deep into the DC cartoons when there is nothing else on TV. Scrolling through. All right. So let me keep this thing moving. For those folks that are coming in a little bit late, we are spending some time talking about DC fandom, trying to give DC a little bit of love. And the question is, if you saw some fandom stuff, if you were excited about something, you saw it, it lived up to or exceeded your expectations, what was that thing that you saw? That is like my question to you guys. So Titans season 4 has been green lit. I am excited about that. Looking forward to that actually coming out. I preempted my own self by talking about this a little bit earlier, riffing with you guys. But Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has let it be known that he is the king when it comes to he who is the most powerful in the DC universe. He is basically saying Superman is nothing, that he will, as Black Adam, take out Superman. And I thought it was interesting. There was something, I think I was reading this, and it was saying that Dwayne, when he was a kid, actually loved Superman. He wanted to be Superman, but he realized that he had a rebellious streak. He realized that he wanted to push back against authority. He wanted to be a little resistant, a little aggressive, even though he was a good kid at heart, he says. But what's cool now is that he basically gets to play Black Adam, who is as powerful, according to him, as powerful as Superman, without some of the good baggage that might come with Superman. So I'm a big fan of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I am excited to see him play Black Adam. If you guys saw the trailer, you know that the trailer is dope for sure. There is a reaction video linked in the description of this video, along with one for Flash. If you guys get a moment, check it out. I enjoyed the Black Adam thing. I'm going to tell you that right now. One of the other things that came out of Fandome was that I think this came out. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Milestone is actually getting an animated movie, and it says a Milestone Media animated feature is in development, and even more was announced at DC Fandome. DC just gave Milestone fans a wild gift, as there will be so much content for the community in 2022. An all-new Blood Syndicate comic book series is scheduled for next year. There's an amazing Milestone compendium coming in 2022 as well. They also green lit or I'm moving forward with season 2, because you guys know a lot of the like Hardware, Static Shock, Rocket, and Icon, those are all like limited series. I think it's like 5 or 6 issues or something like that called season 1. Season 2 has also been greenlit, and I think that they're actually working on that. But I thought what was cool, Brandon Thomas, who was actually the writer on Hardware season 1, a guy that I've actually interviewed on the channel here, he is actually writing the screenplay for the Milestone movie. And so I'm definitely excited about that. I sent him a message earlier today congratulating him on his ability, or the opportunity, if you will, to actually write this animated movie. He is also one of the creators of Excellence, a series that I've read that I enjoy. So he is definitely doing his thing. I'm excited to see what he actually puts together, and I do believe that this thing is going to break. This animated show is going to come out on HBO Max. But to my previous point, the question is, will I watch it? Because it's a cartoon. I don't know. Just being completely honest with you guys. Hey, I am honest about what I am and what I am and are not, what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. Let's get it straight. Let's get the grammar straight. Thank you, brother. I definitely appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. Whoa, Almighty Liger King is behind on just so many things. Just so many things. You're just behind on. He says, just realized there was a Deathstroke animated film from last year. Gotta check that out. You gotta speed up, brother. You gotta speed up. They were giddy about Blood Syndicate when they were talking. I actually didn't see the live part because I had other stuff to do, man. We've been pretty busy. We've been pretty busy. We went to the pumpkin patch today. If you guys follow me on the Instagram, you actually see me going down a slide into some mud. It was not a good look for the kid earlier today. But if you follow me on Instagram, you can check that out. Scrolling through some of the comments here. Even Red Sun didn't do justice. What is that? Regie, animation is closer to comics than live action. I don't get it. Here's the thing, Pretty Fly. You don't have to get it, sir. Okay, you don't have to get it. I just don't watch cartoons, man. Come on. I don't know. I don't know why I actually have the block. I don't know that I've spent a lot of time investing and thinking about it. It's just that when I see a cartoon, I just don't click on it. I just don't click on cartoons. And if I accidentally, so I'm gonna tell you, Netflix has gotten me a couple of times, right? So Netflix will have these movies. I'm like, oh, that looks like a dope horror movie, right? I go to click on it, and it's like I don't know if it's anime. It's like some high-end graphics where I'm like, is that a person or is that a drawing? Like, I've done that a couple of times. I cannot watch it. I am all about actual people. All about actual people, right? It took me like a couple of shots on goal before I even watched the Miles Morales cartoon. I did watch that one, but it was like 3 or 4 times before I actually finished the whole thing. I watched like bits and pieces of it, and which I think added up to a whole. So I don't know. Scrolling through, scrolling through some of the comments here. Let me see. All right, I think I'm all caught up. All right, so for those folks that are coming in a little late, we're just riffing on DC Fandome, major event. This is actually, I think, the second time that they've actually done Fandome. And it was a 4-hour live stream, a lot of animation, a lot of interviews, a lot of people streaming and filming in their homes and all that kind of stuff. The chat, I don't know how you could even keep up with the chat. Like, it was super fast in there. So I think there was a lot of excitement around a lot of things. There were a lot of disgruntled people, as you would imagine, with, I think it was like at one point, was it 59,000? I think it might have been like 59,000 people were watching this thing at one point. So the chat was just like flying. And there was some negativity in there. I remember one person saying, you guys have behaved like children for like 4 hours or something like that. But there were people in there like, where's the Batman trailer? I only came here for the Batman trailer. Just show the Batman trailer. Like, it was that kind of stuff. And I'm like, just relax. Because they actually didn't give us a schedule. I never saw a schedule. So what is that? Doug says, I much preferred live action, but Invincible hooked me. Still haven't seen that one. Still haven't seen that one. Red is that Regie is traumatized from animation. We must accept it. I don't know that I'm traumatized. I just have a block. I just have a block on it, and I don't know why. Let me see. What is it? This is a really good show this week. Lots to talk about, and I love that DC Comics is the biggest point. Yeah, man. I mean, we did the spec video, and I was like, hey, we're not talking about any DC stuff, but stay tuned because there's some DC stuff in the works, right? So this is like part of it, right? Is spending some time talking about DC. I try to balance it a little bit more with the wall and with the stuff that we talk about, but there's no way that you can do a live stream in close proximity to DC Fandome and not actually talk about it. That would not be a good thing. And I actually said this in my response to overturn the dispute with Warner Brothers. I'm like, I do a show and I do content that talks about news and current events happening in the world of comics. And this is one of the biggest events of the year. And so therefore I am going to talk about it and give my reaction to some of these trailers that you guys are releasing. Please release the holds, right? Please, pretty please, with some sugar on top, release the holds. In fact, these are facts. Scrolling through some of the comments here. You guys are going on about that stuff. We also gave away this thing right here, the Hobbit, man. If you guys came in a little bit late, we gave away the Hobbit to my man Daryl. DD won the Hobbit. Hopefully he will send me an email here so I can get this bundled up and sent out to him. All right, so we talked about Milestone, so I can get rid of that. One of the things that that was talked about at DC Fandom that I have not seen anybody comment about. Uh, hey, so real talk, Paw Patrol's dope. Real talk. If my kids are watching Paw Patrol, I'm watching Paw Patrol. I went to live action Paw Patrol on stage. It was dope. We were in the front row in Santa Clarita, California. I love some Paw Patrol. Okay, I do. I enjoy that. I have my boy has multiple Paw Patrol towers out here in the outer toy room. Scrolling through some of the comments. All right, I think I am all caught up. Wait a minute, let me read this one. Michael says, most of the DC movie trailers I saw looked pretty darn good. Not quite sure about hey, get it together. Get it together. Peacemaker, dope. It is going to be, if you like Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad, I think you can like Peacemaker. And I say that because James Gunn stuff, his sense of humor, deadpan, I love that. The dry wit, the dry sense of humor, I love that kind of stuff. And so if you are walking around with a toilet bowl, a shiny toilet seat on your head, and like red and white, you better be funny. And John Cena is definitely that. He definitely makes magic happen. So I think I'm all caught up. Hit it, book it. There we go. I'm telling you. Hey, I think we're going to try to get this guy on the show right here. Action figure comedy. If you guys are not checking out his channel, I think we're going to try to get him on the show. Hey, I'm just inviting you now. Maybe Wednesday, if your schedule permits, we should hook up, have you come on the show. We'll spend some time talking about some things. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You about to make me die over here. All right. So I am sweating profusely. It has been cold here in North Carolina, and my wife had on long pants and long sleeves, and she also turned on the heat. I am this close to a sweat bead dripping down my forehead. That's how close I am to sweating right now. But there was a lot. There was so much that came out of DC Fandom. So much. But I have not heard anybody say that they are excited about this one. So I want to get folks' reaction to the fact that there is going to be a new Wonder Woman movie. And so it was announced, previously announced on the heels of Wonder Woman 1984's premiere in theaters and on HBO Max. It was confirmed during DC Fandom 2021 that Wonder Woman 3 is officially on the way and in the works. Wonder Woman 1984 director Patty Jenkins took part in a conversation with Linda Carter discussing the character, blah, blah, blah. What do people think about this movie? The fact that Patty Jenkins is going to take another shot on goal with Wonder Woman 3. I am curious. What you guys think about this one. It's like a soccer game. My man Chuck, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you. We're gonna have all the Bratton boys. We're gonna have all the Bratton boys on the show. That's how we're gonna do it. Scrolling down through some of the comments here. Pretty Fly is making a point here. Let me actually take this off screen. He says, I'm excited. I think Patty learned a lot from 1984. Pretty Fly, what is it that you think Patty Jenkins, the director for Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 1984, what is it that she actually learned? What is it that she learned, and what impact do you think that that's going to have on the third installment of Wonder Woman? My man Brandon says it has to be better. These are facts. These are facts, sir. Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman I thought was pretty good. I thought the first one was pretty good, right? I was entertained. I think the second one was a bit too long. I was not as excited about it. And I was hopeful. I was really hopeful that it was going to be good. I I won't say that it was bad. I won't say that it was ungood. It just wasn't great. And it could have been shorter. I felt like it was a little bit too long. So scrolling through, action figure comedy has his fingers crossed that Pretty Fly is right with that. Any movie that brings comic book culture to the forefront is good to me. I respect your position, sir. I really do. Almighty Liger King, not to destroy a franchise. I really like the first one. The first Wonder Woman was good. Second Wonder Woman was a stretch. Even the live interest coming back. Jeff says he concurs with my sentiment. My hope. What is that? Mark says, interesting comment, not too over CGI stuff, better plot. Man, please give me a better plot than what we got. It just Gail, whatever, Gadot, is that how you say her? I don't know how you say her. Gorgeous woman, great Wonder Woman. I think she looks great in her costume. I like her acting. I think she does a really good job. Give me some more of that at the mascara stuff, right? I think that's how you said the mascara, right? That origin stuff, I kind of dig that kind of stuff where she was like a kid and she was out running I enjoyed that kind of stuff. Not to say I want a whole movie of that, but more of that origin story stuff. Like, let's have her do some more superhero stuff, right? What we saw in 1984, where she was swinging around Pentagon City Mall. It looked like Pentagon City Mall to me, in DC, in Virginia, technically. I just did not enjoy it. I just did not enjoy it the way that I had hoped that I was going to do. That gold wing thing that she had, I don't know about that. It's not cold here yet. Brother, hey, brother, we've been in Cali. We were in Cali. It was cold today, okay? DC, Ray from Carolina. DC is in self-destruct mode. As a big fan I am of Batman, just can't do DC anymore. I respect your position, brother, but I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't necessarily agree with that. And I have a video that is going to be coming out this week that you probably are not going to like. Just being honest, my man. I'm gonna just be Almighty Liger King. He just crushed it. Almighty Liger King says that Wonder Woman, the third installment, is going to be an animation. Clearly, people, I am never going to see this movie. Okay, I'm gonna just declare it. It's not going to happen. Recast Tina, the OG Blue Wrench, as Wonder Woman. Sign me up. What is that? Gail is awesome. That's what's up. Put Nubia in it. Put Nubia and put some respect on her name. That's what I'm saying to you. We might get some Nubia. You never know. You never know what they might do in this next one, right? What is that? Wonder Woman 1984's plot was awful and it started good, but went no. The facts. It started off so you were like, okay, this is about to be good. And then it just swirled the bowl. It just swirled the bowl. And I was just like, I want to say, and I could be wrong. I want to say at one point I just got up and left the room and let the TV play and just came back at some point and sat back down and continued watching because I didn't feel like I was going to miss much. I just walked away from the TV. I think that was the movie that I did it to. And again, this is not me criticizing DC as a whole. It's me saying Patty got it wrong. Patty got this wrong. 1984. Said it in the 90s. Everybody loves the 90s. Hip hop music, go do it in the 90s, not 1984. Scrolling through the comments here, Wonder Woman has been around a long time. Lots of stories. Anyone see Wonder Woman and Conan? I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching that one. Matt, is Matt even in here? Matt Woods is somewhere. He probably show up now that you didn't mention Conan. Let me see. Scrolling through some of the comments here. All right, I think I am all caught up. All right, so that was one of the big ones. It does not appear that people are excited about Wonder Woman. Well, maybe they are. Maybe people are excited to maybe see where they go. Hopefully an upward trajectory from Wonder Woman 1984, because that was it wasn't great. It wasn't great. So one of the other things that I wanted to do is in addition to talking about Titans, I actually wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about the Batman. And I'm not going to play the trailer because this is going to put me in jail again. I watched this trailer I am excited about this movie. I am excited about it, and I have been since Rob Pattinson was actually announced as Batman. There's a video that I created a couple of years ago where I said Rob Pattinson is going to be the perfect Batman. And I remember, like it was yesterday, some guy basically commented, how do you know that he's going to be the perfect Batman? And my response to him was that what's great about Rob Pattinson is that one, he would have matured by the time he got to this movie. He has actually had lots of roles outside of what people know him best for, which was The Shiny Vampire, which is a movie in a series of movies I watched because I watch all things involving vampires. To be honest with you, I watched it. I liked it. I'm going to be completely honest about that. But my feeling was that he was also potentially of an age and of because of what he had been in with that series. My hope was that he would pull in some of those women that read those books, that watched those movies, and bring them into the movies to actually watch the Batman. That's kind of why he's a heartthrob. People like the guy. So I'm like, bring that audience over, have them watch some DC stuff, right? But as we looked at this trailer, I think we see the Riddler, we see the Penguin, we see we see the Penguin kind of doing his thing with a little bit of comedy. We see the bat suit. I mean, I think that this is going to be a really awesome movie. A really awesome movie. I am excited to see it. Again, DC has a lot of shots on goal. They have a lot of shots on goal. If you think about everything that I've just talked about over the last, I don't even know what period of time I've been talking, 51 minutes. If you think about everything that we just talked about over the last 51 minutes, combined with the other things that you guys are talking about in the chat, they have so many shots on goal that they should do incredibly well in the next year, 2 years, with everything that they have going on. It should be amazing, and I am excited. And again, I'm not going to play this thing because I would be placed in jail. So we're just gonna click off of that. We're just gonna click off of it in its entirety. Rob Pattinson is a food actor. He just started in a weak movie franchise. Says Doug, scrolling through. Doug, can you answer him? Can you answer that? Batman title is pretty nice, though, says Almighty Larry King. And we got clarity right here. It is a good actor. It's a good actor, is what he was saying. It came out food. Not when do people still go to Wendy's? On the hierarchy, is Wendy's near like Arby's? I think it's kind of like near Arby's. I think they're like equal. They're lower on the totem pole when it comes to fast food options. I don't know many people that are like, I want to go to Wendy's. I don't know many people that do that. Team Batman versus Team Riddler, says Jeff. He's trying to get it started. Then the slow-mo, man, that was dope. Penguin's upside down. No, was he upside down at that point? No, he wasn't upside down at that point, but he was like something like, I got you. And then all of a sudden, the Batmobile pops out of the flames in the air and then lands and then continue. Man, sign me up for some Batman. I may have to watch that trailer again. Food actors are the best kind. Well done. You guys are making me sweat in here, man. A big Batman fan. He even read the Batman Ego as research. Ego goes over the struggle of Batman's dualism, which is clear in the trailer. But then I read a comment earlier today. Somebody said, why did they give Batman Wolverine's personality? I don't like this version of Batman. But I'm gonna see how people react to that. Ooh, I don't know what I just did. I just tickled my thing over here, and man, I almost lost it. Almighty Liger King said you are probably the only one, sir. You probably are the only one. I drive past 2 Arby's in my area. I don't think I've ever seen this many Arby's in a very, very long time, other than the 2. And all I can think of every time I drive by one is, we got the meats, because I think that's your slogan. Scrolling through some of the comments. Yes. Then he was upside down as Batman. What, man? I'm telling you, I think that this movie, and then Catwoman. I may have to play it back to get some Catwoman. tying it back to Titans, the scene that we saw with Selena Kyle. If you haven't seen the sneak peek of the season ender for Titans, check it out, man. When it was like the one that got away, enter Selena Kyle, that was dope. That was a dope scene. Absolutely love it. You guys are going all in. Hey, leave Doug alone. Leave Doug alone. He made a mistake. You leave Doug alone. You guys are awesome. This is year 2 Batman. So he's still learning how to deal with the trauma. Yeah, no, I get that. And it just shows. I think it shows a couple of things. It shows that potentially, to my earlier point, these movies that are out there are bringing people in that don't necessarily know all of the history, and they're like, well, that's my Batman doesn't behave like that because my Batman was always in control. Superman was always the goody two shoes, and Batman was always the dark one, but he was never out of control. That is how people think about these characters. But again, you're talking about 80 some odd years of stories being told. There's a lot of range over that time, and not everyone knows the history. So I think that was just an interesting kind of comment. And what was great is that it was actually on Twitter, and I did not see anyone attack this person. It was like, you don't know what you're talking about. There were a lot of comments that were like, well, here's why that's the case. I was actually I was energized by that because Twitter is dangerous. Twitter's a dangerous people, a dangerous place. I'm reading all the food comments. You guys are nuts. You guys are nuts. I'm telling you right now. Oh my goodness. Mad crush on Lisa, but hey, man, Lisa Bonet. Whew, whew. I'm gonna be honest. I like some Whitley Gilbert too. I don't know what that says about me. Okay, if you listen to what's her name? Is it Jasmine Guy, the real person? She hated the character that she actually played. She hated Whitley Gilbert. I like some Whitley Gilbert. I like some Lisa Bonet. Sign me up. Sign me. You guys are nuts. What is that? I see all of the Batman that we've had as different points of Bruce's life. There you go. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't like the version of him that is in the Titans. That version of Bruce in the Titans, I don't like it one bit. Not in any way, shape, or form do I like that version of Batman. He is sad. He is suicidal. Like he is like giving up. I'm like, no, sir. No, tried to set himself on fire. Did you guys, man? I do not like that version of Bruce Wayne. Not at all. Hey, blame Doug. Doug did it. Doug started this whole conversation talking about food actors are great for Batman movies. He said it. I didn't say it. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Uh Lisa Bonet was my 1989 mad crush, says Matt. How you gonna put a year on it, brother? How you put a year on it? Do you have a spreadsheet? You have a spreadsheet, don't you? Oh man. Oh, who doesn't know Lenny Kravitz? Everybody loves some Lenny Kravitz, man. Ooh, Eartha Kitt. Wow. You guys are taking it way back. All right, let me scroll through. Titan Batman is TV. He does not count at all. Even if he did count, he would not count because he is not. I like that actor, and I think he makes a good older Bruce Wayne. I just don't like how they are portraying Bruce Wayne. I do not care for this sad version of him. I really don't care at all. Batman is fire, but not that Titans Bruce. Exactly. Ooh. If she was in it, I was watching it. Oh man, that man. Ooh. Oh my goodness, you people are nuts. All right, I'm gonna wrap this thing up, man. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Real quick, we have some good videos that are coming out this week. I'm gonna be doing a CGC unboxing of some books, including some Star Wars books. I think there's some other stuff in there, but I honestly can't remember. I record these videos and I just kind of move on until they get released, and then you guys remind me of some of it, and I go back and watch it. And I'm like, oh, that's what I recorded. So we've got that coming out. I am doing a video this week in which I am going to explain why we have a bisexual Superman. I am going to explain it in lots of detail. I'm going to lay out a case, and I want to hear what you guys think about this one. There may be some people that don't agree with me, and that's actually going to be okay. That video is coming out this week. I'm also going to be releasing a video in which I talk about selling hot keys. And then on Wednesday, we're going to be doing comics today. We may have a couple of guests on Wednesday show. That show is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As a reminder, pre-recorded videos get released at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I adjusted things. It's now 6:30. Make sure you guys tune in for those things. In addition to the pre-recorded and live stream, we're going to be releasing a podcast on Monday and a blog post on Wednesday. Lots of good content coming out this week. I encourage you guys to check it out. As always, if you all need to reach out to me, feel free to do so on Instagram at Regie Collects. If you need to, you can actually reach out to me on the website or email as well. I want to say that I actually turned on the messaging functionality on my website, which allows you to actually message me. I have not tested this, but I believe that it is working. In addition to that, I also updated the partner page. We just signed a deal with BCW. I had a deal with BCW a while ago. We just put a new deal in place. They are offering me an opportunity to give to you a 10% discount on anything that you actually purchase from BCW. If you go to my website, regiecollects.com, the partner page, on the partner page is a link and the code that you need to save 10%. Shout out to BCW. More to come on that. You guys are going to see some good stuff here, hopefully relatively soon. But as I mentioned, if you guys need to reach out to me, feel free to do so. No matter how you do it, whether it is email, the website, or Instagram, I am not too hard to find. Take care.